Great to be speaking again with Editor-at-Large at Kenstar, Effie Zahos. Effie, the inflation genie seems to be out of the bottle and it's not granting any wishes.
No, it's certainly not. And we are up there with the best of them when it comes to the inflation rate, when you look at where the US is, the UK. And I suspect this will be weighing heavily today. I would love to be a fly on the wall in this board meeting today. It's not going to be an easy decision, and it really will come down, obviously, to the data that they'll be looking at and what exactly do they want this next rate hike to do. Do they really want to stop us in our tracks and in that case put a 0.5 up to be sure that we will cut our spending? Or are they going to be less aggressive and just see how this latest impact will hit our bottom line and go out with a 0.25. The consensus is a 0.25, but it would not surprise me if we see a 0.5% rate hike today. And like I said, it all comes down to what does the governor want us to actually feel. A lot of pain, a bit of a shock to pull this shopping in, so to speak, then we could actually see a 0.5.
Now, I noticed some commentary from business groups a few months ago that if the bank went too hard, the very economic activity that's helping business pull clear of the impacts of the pandemic might actually dampen, and that could be a painful experience for business. Is that still something you're sensing in the market at the moment?
Yeah, it certainly will. I mean, confidence of consumers is down. Business is a little bit up. But the thing is, when you looked at the retail spending that we just saw the other day, that was still up. We are still spending in restaurants and food. But I suspect that figure going up has also a lot to do with inflation. The price has gone up. So is it that we're actually spending more, or is it because prices have gone up, so that's why the volume is there? The thing is, the cash rate has already risen by 2.5 percentage points this year. Now, that is equivalent to the serviceability buffer that banks were applying to loan applications this time last year. So this means if you took out a loan before October last year, you will feel the pinch of today's rate hike because there is no buffer left. This hasn't been factored into your household budget. This is going to hurt, and this will definitely pull back that spending, which is why it's a fine line for the RBA now. Overshoot it, and it could do some serious damage. Undershoot it, then we're going to see for sure another rate rise in December.
Yeah, I noticed some commentators calling for a 50% not only today at the Melbourne Cup meeting, but the following meeting as well. Just in terms of what does each sort of 25-point hike mean for the average sort of mortgage holder in terms of increased repayments?
Well, what we're seeing now is that with an average mortgage, let's say you've got about, a $500,000 loan, it's going to add in about another $800 or so. Depends on the term and what rate you're locking in and so on. But look, if you look at the rate hikes, if we have 7 straight ones in a row, repayments will be up over $800 per month for the average mortgage holder.
That's a massive amount. To what extent does the Reserve Bank think about the calendar and go, we're approaching Christmas, it's usually a high spending period, we don't want to ruin people's Christmas by pumping up the rate payments?
Oh, I'm not sure they're thinking about whether they're ruining Christmas or not. I think they've definitely got their finger on the pulse and concerned about what impact this will have to the economy. Spending during Christmas goes up naturally anyway. The problem will be is that will households take on more debt if they don't change the behaviour? This will continue to add to that inflationary pressure. So it's something that they probably don't want us to see this year. They probably don't want us to have a very Merry Christmas as far as gifts are concerned.
Yes, well, so we're not likely to get any gifts or wishes from the inflation genie at the Reserve Bank meeting today. Effie Zahos, thanks for wrapping it all up for us. We'll watch with great interest later today.
Thank you.